It is my privilege to welcome each of you to our annual celebration of excellence and recognizing the contributions of our partners in education, as well as a special announcement of the 2014 Forsyth County Teacher of the Year and recognition as well of our parent leaders. It has been an absolutely outstanding year for our partners in education program. We have approximately 976 active partners working with all 35 schools and various departments in our system. Last school year, our partners provided over $1.5 million in funding to our schools, enhancing the lives of our students. And we just want to pause and give a huge round of applause to our partners. I often say you can look at a person's checkbook and their calendar to tell what's important to them, and you have demonstrated by not only giving of your resources, but that by being present at events such as this, that you do value education in our community, and we thank you very much. It is a pleasure for us to recognize and honor these outstanding community business partners and volunteers. To these honorees and to all of our partners in education, we thank you for providing so many opportunities to help our students. Our appreciation to each of you is even greater due to the continued challenging times that we've had with our resources, but you've stepped up and we've continued to be able to do the job that our community expects, and that is provide quality learning educational opportunities for our students. Also, we would like to thank all of the parent organizations that are represented here today. I know all of our Forsyth County school staff would agree with me that we are so blessed in Forsyth County to have supported and engaged parents. Gathered with us today are our PTA, PTO, PTSO, and PTSA, and our LSC representatives. If you are a part of any of those organizations that I just mentioned, would you please stand at this time? Forsyth County Schools is also fortunate to have teachers of excellence to educate our youth. Today we salute our 2014 Teachers of the Year for their extraordinary success. We thank you for your commitment and dedication, not only to our children, but also to our community, state, and our country as well. Now I'd like to introduce James McCoy, President of the coming Forsyth County Chamber of Commerce, for recognitions and a few remarks. James.
What a really beautiful day it is. Well, thank you all for being here, and happy Valentine's. This is one of the really remarkable events that take place in our community, and it is an incredible celebration of the things that we hold dear in our community. And we very much appreciate you being here and being a part of it. And we very much also extend our thanks and appreciation to the great work that you as our school system delivers for our community each and every day. It is incredibly important to the future of our community. Not usually when you say that in front of a room of educators, they immediately think about kids, and that is certainly true. But it's also very, very important to our economy and to our prosperity and to economic opportunity for everyone, and we thank you. There are a few folks with us that I'd like to recognize today. I want to start with introducing you to some of the elected officials in the room. I hope I have caught everyone who is with us this morning. I'd like to introduce our Sheriff, Dwayne Piper. Thank you very much for being with us. From the County Commission and our caterer, Commissioner Brian Tam is here. Our Solicitor General, Donna Gopal, is here. Deborah Perot with Rob Woodall's office is here. Representative Jeff Duncan is here. Representative Mike Dudgeon is here. And Representative Mark Hamilton are all here. Thank you very much for being with us. And we also, of course, have from our school board members, Darla Light, Ann Crow, and Kristen Morrissey. Thank you all very much for being with us. I'd like to also recognize our sponsors. I believe they're on the back of your programs, and we thank them for making today's event possible. And our title sponsor, we'll hear more from Lynn Jackson in just a moment, Northside Hospital Forsyth. Our luncheon sponsor, Georgia Power. Our award sponsor today is Publix. Our gold sponsors are Lou Saab Honda, Winter Construction, and Snap Technology. Our silver level sponsors are American Proteins and It's Learning. Our bronze level sponsors are Flax Flooring, RBM North Atlanta, and Andine Chevrolet. And our patron level sponsor is JTech Networks. We'd also like to thank our Teacher of the Year Selection Committee. If you are a member of the Teacher of the Year Selection Committee, would you please stand and raise your hand to be recognized? Let's give these folks a nice round. And we are also very pleased to have with us Forsyth County Schools past Teachers of the Year. And if you are a past Teacher of the Year, would you please stand and be recognized? And I would also like to join Superintendent Evans, give a special welcome to all of the representatives of the parent organizations that are with us today. Communities do not operate in a vacuum, and it requires a lot of cooperation and support from a lot of folks, and we appreciate the good work that you do. And thanks to all of you in the business community as well for your continued support and commitment to Forsyth County Schools. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Lynn Jackson, who I believe this may be the first time she has come out of Northside Hospital since Monday. And we're very pleased, Lynn, and thank you for your continued support of this important event and your continued support of our schools.
Man, y'all, that quiet? He scared you, didn't he? He was just making up for why I looked so bad. I do feel a little frumpy. It really is my first time setting foot outside of the hospital since Monday. So it's like, really? Y'all had snow? What happened? Oh, y'all are all rested and fresh, looking fantastic. So I'm changing careers starting Monday. I've made a career change. I'm going to be a teacher now because y'all get to have a great lunch. And I just realized y'all got the whole week off, right? I almost called some of you. Buster, I was ready for you to come over and help me at the hospital. But really and truly, we've had a great week, and I want to, just take this point of privilege. I hope you won't mind to actually recognize and thank Sheriff Piper and his staff. They really deserve a big round of recognition, and please give them applause. They worked very, very hard. It's really kind of interesting during an event like we've had this week with, so much snow and bad weather and, the need for support services to continue to stay in place. I'm guessing that's why the Georgia Power table has no one at it today. I'm sure the Georgia Power people are busy. I think that might be their table right in the middle here. But, people are very busy, and those support services are outstanding, and certainly our public safety and sheriff's department, fire department, EMA, Chris Grimes. I know many of you know Chris, and Chris did a great job coordinating for us this week, and we had great support from even the National Guard. And so it was really rewarding to see how the community, the support services come together and work together on behalf of all the citizens in our community. So rest assured that your community service is really trying to do a great job in keeping people safe. Now what we've decided is that today y'all are all out on your own, and ER is extremely busy today. Everybody's falling and people are running into each other, so we've all decided y'all really need us to micromanage you, clearly. But thanks, Sheriff Piper, we really appreciate it. And, so it's a pleasure for us to get to be here again to this year. We've done this year after year and had the event just grow and grow, and it's so wonderful to actually take the time and thank our teachers, thank everyone who makes our school system the best in the country. I got a chance this year to be particularly involved with several initiatives and see firsthand a lot of things that go on in the schools. And I was so impressed by programs like when I went to Liberty Middle School with my good friend Connie Stovall and got to see, hey Connie, back there, they made you sit way back in the back. Well, next year you're gonna move right up here, honey. I got a place right here. Her program with the Inspire team was inspirational to me. I hope you know about that program and will find out more. It's a great program, and I got to interact with some very excited children who were really ready to learn, and it was very inspirational to see. The Bring Your Own Technology program, I think you guys are doing groundbreaking, truly groundbreaking work with that. And I like the idea that, you know, when I go to the schools, you see children who are not just doing what we adults do, which is mostly using our devices to catch up on cat videos and, you know, find out, you know, who got engaged, etc. But they're doing some real work on those things. I didn't know all that could happen on them, but so they're really learning to leverage technology, and that's what's really going to make a difference in the future. And then, you know, I also got to be principal for a day, and that was a great opportunity for me to spend time at Mashburn Elementary School with Debbie Smith, and we had a great time. Did I just say Debbie Smith? See, I've been working all week. I've only had about 4 hours of sleep, I think, collectively. But anyway, I was with Tracy, and we had a great week, great day at Mashburn. And I got to see some of the challenges that the principals face, given the size of their schools, the complexity of the students that they serve, and kind of what they face on a daily basis. That transparency that all of us had who got an opportunity now for the last couple of years to be principal for a day is really refreshing to see that you all allow us to do that. And I think it helps the business community to understand what the challenges are for the school system and opportunities for us to work together. So that's a very good program. I'm hoping that we'll continue to do that. Maybe we could be a teacher for a day. That would be fun. And then I'm going to offer a special program, especially after this week, hospital administrator for a day. And so I'll be hoping that all of you, I figure there's about 500 people here, so I'm going to give you all a day. That's 365 days filled, so I'm going to take the year off. So you can come in and be with us too. But really, Principal for a Day is a fantastic way for the business community and the school to really form even better and stronger partnerships. But I think the bottom line is all of you work very hard to make sure that all of our children are armed with the great tools they're going to need to be not only just good citizens, but productive citizens of the future. You know, good critical thinkers, kids who really stand out when they go to college, who represent our community so wonderfully. And then that we'll be able to continue to grow our community so they can come back and be a part of this community, have great jobs, and continue to flourish and be the leaders that we'll need for the future. So I want to tell you how much I appreciate your work. I heard some of the teachers talking about things like, you know, letting the kids learn by, you know, by making mistakes, by failing sometimes, by supporting them through trying to make decisions. And I thought about, well, you know, a lot of great discoveries have happened that way, so I'm glad that the students are, you know, kind of supported in those kinds of efforts. You know, if you think about some of the greatest inventions of our time came by accident. Things like Velcro and Slinkies and Play-Doh, all those came up. Microwave ovens, pacemakers even. You know, there's a lot of applications in healthcare that came up purely by accident. And so the fact that you allow the students sometimes to, you know, make mistakes, they learn through that experience in a supported environment. But anyway, you know, thank you to the Board of Education and the superintendent, the central office staff, the principals, the teachers, of course, the parent volunteers, the parent leaders. It really does take a village for all of us, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and my congratulations on behalf of Northside Hospital for your great success. We hope to continue to be your hospital of choice, your community hospital, we'll be there when you need us, and we're glad you're there when we need you. So thank you and congratulations to all the winners. Thank you for allowing us the privilege and the pleasure to get to be a part of this, be a very small part of your success. So thank you for that. Enjoy your weekend, men and women.
You know, there are people who could not be here today because they're busy doing what they're supposed to be doing, and one of those is Publix. Publix is one of our outstanding partners who's been a part of this program in recent years, and we can only suppose that they're restocking the bread and milk shelves. But Publix was unable to be here today, so I have the honor of representing Publix and presenting the 2014 Mentor of the Year Award. So, representing Publix, here we go. Forsyth County Schools is fortunate to have outstanding mentors in each of its schools, quite honestly. And this year's winning nomination came from Kelly Mill Elementary. They shared the following about their mentor. This mentor has made a lasting impact on a Kelly Mill student. His best day of the week is on Tuesday. It's been that way for a year and a half. That's because on Tuesday he gets to spend time with this special person. This mentor always comes to school with a game and lots of encouraging words. She is greeted by the student with a grin that spreads from ear to ear. His communication skills, social skills, and academics have improved dramatically. This mentor encourages him to be the best student he can and the best student he can be. And when there are special days at school, she is always there to cheer him on. Please join me in congratulating Gretchen Evans, 2014 Mentor of the Year, nominated by Kelly Mill Elementary. Gretchen, again, congratulations and thank you for your work with your students. And what is encouraging to me is all throughout Forsyth County Schools, stories like that can be shared and can be told, how volunteers are stepping in to help change the lives and the opportunities for our students. So we greatly, greatly appreciate our mentors throughout our school system. Georgia Power has been a celebration of excellence sponsor for many years. I believe Wendy Hamilton, representing Georgia Power, is going to be coming. So join me as we welcome Wendy Hamilton, who is going to present the Friend of the Year and the Volunteer of the Year Award.
We have 3 people here today from Georgia Power. Fran Forehand was supposed to be here, and she does send out her regrets. She's down in Macon helping keep the lights on. So, a friend of the school is a partner that is involved in a specific event or activity. This year's award recipient has provided the 2nd Brigade Living Historians program for 5th grade students for multiple years, which is a living history program that supplements social studies curriculum. They bring artifacts, flags, uniforms, supplies, and more from both the Confederate and Union sides to display and share them with the students. This is a hands-on, engaging program and is presented in a unique and interesting manner that has been a very popular experience for the students. Please join me in congratulating the 2nd Brigade Living Historians, Brett Martin, Jerry Bryan, and Mike Couch, 2014 Friend of the School, nominated by Whitlow Elementary. volunteer daily in our Forsyth School are essential partners in education. Today, we salute a very special volunteer. She is on the PTA board and is the brains behind the School Garden, Innovation Studio, and STEAM initiative. She works 30 to 40 hours a week and many weekends collaborating with teachers and other parents. She is currently working with the school student leadership team in designing a Seussable garden, beautifying the campus and planting seasonal crops. She has done what we could not do for the past 2 years, which is dedicating time to match curriculum with opportunity. Congratulations to Jenny Hartzler, the 2014 Volunteer of the Year, nominated by Mashburn Elementary.
Wendy, thank you very, very much, and congratulations to our volunteers and mentors. Again, it's amazing as you travel across our 35 different schools, the various types of programs. They don't always all look alike, but one thing for sure is they all make a difference in the life and the quality of life and the learning opportunities in those schools for our students. I'd like to now recognize a partner that truly needs no introduction. From Band-Aids to defibrillators and hospital beds and Viagra, Northside Hospital Forsyth always answers the call. They have also been the title sponsor of our event since its very inception. Please welcome, once again, Lynn Jackson, who will be presenting the Silver Program Award, followed by Frida Hardage, who will come and present the Gold Program Award.
There's no free Viagra. No. Hand sanitizer, maybe. You know what to do with that. No, but I am counting the days down. 9 months from this time, I'm going to be expecting that Women's Center to light up. So, anyway, oh, y'all are just getting it. Y'all haven't been working all week, see? Anyway, we are proud to be able to present the Silver and Gold Program of the Year. So a silver level partner participates in at least 2 of the 4 areas to partnership success, which include improving academic performance, providing for educator support and morale, enriching the life experience for students, and growing career opportunities. As a community partner on the school district's Title I Advisory Committee, this partner has donated money towards Parent Workshop Series to cover meal expenses for families and has served pancakes at the end of the year Achievement Awards breakfast for students. She also donated material to recognize parent volunteers and provided support to the STEM program as a speaker for the Math Careers Night. Additionally, Ms. Johnson helped plan for and develop the school-wide Title I plan, giving input on the support for students to achieve success on the CRCT through community involvement. So please join me in congratulating Kathy Johnson from North Georgia Lending, nominated by Little Mill Middle School for the 2014 Silver Partner Award. Accepting on behalf of Ms. Johnson will be James McCoy.
As with the Silver Partnership, the Gold Level Partnership is a two-way relationship. However, it requires an even greater commitment by the business or the community partner. This partner has been a strong supporter of Forsyth County schools for many years. They supply all of our new schools with flags for every classroom, and in addition, they provide the large flag that's in front of the school. They also are involved in the flag ceremony at each school when the flag is flown for the first time. They support our schools and youth with Veterans in the Classroom, Teachers of the Year Award, the Voice of Democracy, Patriots Pen, the Edward L. Wood Scholarship Program. They host Boy Scout Troop number 39, the largest troop in Georgia. They also sponsor the Scout of the Year Recognition Program, and they support the PTO Bingo fundraisers. Please join me in saluting the VFW Post 9143 as our 2014 Gold Partner of the Year.
Before I introduce the Don Hendricks family, I would like to ask our elementary school teachers of the year to come forward and stand and line up across the right, and our middle and high school teachers of the year to come and stand up in this area right here. So if you would go ahead and begin to move forward, and once you move forward, I'd like to introduce the Hendricks family so that we can recognize the Don Hendricks Award winner. One of the things that I have so enjoyed over the last 17 years of my professional career is that I've worked directly for a Board of Education for the last 17 years. I've had some great friends who ended up being my board members, and I can certainly attest to you now, they don't ask me to say this, but the greatest Board of Education that I've ever worked for is the one that I currently work for right now. Now, I've also been saying that for 17 years. However, I'm one of those people that believes that school board governance is critically important to the life of a school system. And a board member who left a lasting legacy is the one for who this award has been named. The Don Hendricks Partnership Award is the highest honor that a partner in education can receive. The recipient of this award far exceeds any expectation. It is my pleasure to introduce Barbara Hendricks and their daughter, Suzanne, who will come forward and present this very prestigious award. Suzanne and Barbara.
This award was established in 2002 after the passing of my dad, a longtime member of the Board of Education. My dad lived a life of service to the community, and like those we are honoring here today, he believed in Forsyth County Schools and its quest for quality learning and superior performance for all. The Don Hendricks Partnership Award is given to a partner who best exemplifies the mission of the Partners in Education program and demonstrates loyalty to the school system and to the community. The recipient of the Don Hendricks Partnership Award is no stranger to our school community. They established themselves as an integral member of the Forsyth County community. Their strong ethics, customer service, and core values drive not only the success of their business, but also encourages and motivates their employees to participate in community service opportunities.
Their core values are integrity, respect, excellence, and community. They have donated not only thousands of dollars to the robotics program in Forsyth County Schools, but too many man-hours to even count. They also support FCS Special Olympics, and they have donated hundreds of iPads to kids with special needs. This partner far exceeds all partnership success. Please join me in congratulating Automation Direct, the 2014 Don Hendricks Partnership Award recipient.
Truly is amazing the partnership that Automation Direct has been, a department that they've been for a number of years. Thank you guys so very much. Your presence runs deep in our school system, particularly as I think about the number of our robotics teams from our elementary, middle, and high schools who've risen to be literally leaders across our nation and beyond in terms of automation and robotics education. Before our 2014 Teachers of the Year are introduced, I'd like to say a few words about our current Forsyth County Teacher of the Year, Nick Crowder. Nick, could you come join me at the podium, please? Nick has been one of those Teachers of the Year that it didn't matter how many times that you entered into his classroom at South Forsyth High School, you knew that you were going to find the quality, the consistency, the engagement, and enthusiasm by his students. But Nick, not only have I found that same type of enthusiasm among your students by a number of parents, as well as the many guests and visitors who have visited your classroom. So you truly have been an outstanding Teacher of the Year for the Forsyth County Schools. Your dedication in your work in the area of workforce development truly has been engaging and created a new definition to what it means for education to be relevant to students. Before Nick introduces our 2014 Teachers of the Year, I want to add one of the highlights of my year was to visit each of the classrooms of these fantastic and outstanding teachers. These visits reaffirmed to me that we do have the best teachers in the nation and that their joy and passion for teaching is what makes Forsyth County Schools exceptional. And now, Nick, will you come forward and introduce our 2014 Teachers of the Year?
Before I begin, on behalf of our teachers in the district, I would like to thank the event sponsors and also those listed in the program for your contributions to our teacher gifts. Last year, on or about this date when I received this award, my wife loaded up a minivan full of presents and I went back to work. And I was beckoned for my two teenage sons to come home so that they could enjoy the relative Christmas that we enjoyed from the gifts last year. And we were very appreciative. They were very meaningful to us. Before I start, I'd like to have a couple of personal words. I am to this moment honored and humbled that I have been blessed with this award, that God has put me in this position, and to my family, my wife and children for their support and for their love, to Dr. Evans and to our wonderful Board of Education, to our community members, Mr. McCoy, and for our Chamber of Commerce that has been so supportive as we develop workforce development, to Mr. Cheney and the other administrators at South Forsyth High School and my faculty, which I consider to be my family, to the students that God entrusts me with, to influence their lives and to teach and to care for like they are my own. The past year has been a whirlwind of events. The best part of it, however, was the 2 days that I sat on a board with my other fellow teachers of the year, Courtney and Liz, and some other members, as we sat and listened to the semifinalists come and tell their stories, and to realize what a treasure our community has in the school system of Forsyth County. Not only am I a teacher, I'm also a citizen. I live in Forsyth County. I trekked up to the Indian seats in the snow the other day, and it was quite a hike. I have 2 sons. I have a sophomore and a junior that attend South Forsyth High School. And so as I met all the people that I met this past year, I realized that my children have been as well cared for as I care for the children that God entrusts me with. They've attended Cumming Elementary and Coal Mountain Elementary and North Forsyth Middle, Forsyth Central High School, North Forsyth High School, and now South Forsyth High School. And every step of the way has been just a blessing to all of us. But meeting the Teachers of the Year has been a true highlight of this whole process, and I'm grateful. So, teachers, here are our Teachers of the Year. When I call your name, beginning with the elementary school teachers, please come to the stage and be recognized and receive your award. And you may then return to your seats. Please hold all applause until I call all names. So here we go, our 2014 school level Teachers of the Year. From Big Creek Elementary School, Heather Smith. From Brookwood Elementary School, Heidi Morey. From Chattahoochee Elementary School, Julie Landers. From Chestatee Elementary School, Craig Ahrens. From Coal Mountain Elementary School, Christy Hubbard. From Cumming Elementary School, Lisa Milligan. From Daves Creek Elementary School, Christine Strower. From Haw Creek Elementary School, Jessica Jacobs. From John Creek Elementary School, Ginger Breo. From Kelly Mill Elementary School, Shannon Grindle. From Mashburn Elementary School, Tracy Wallace. From Matt Elementary School, Ricky Camella. From Midway Elementary School, Kim Benton. From Sawney Elementary School, Jennifer Warfel. From Settlesbridge Elementary School, Tara Stewart. From Sharon Elementary School, Karen Ells. From Shallow Point Elementary School, Maggie Tompkins. From Silver City Elementary School, Julie Otten. From Vickery Creek Elementary School, Tracy Barone. From Whitlow Elementary School, Brenda Mahoney. From Lakeside Middle School, Amy Paulson. From Liberty Middle School, Amber Harbin. From Little Mill Middle School, Jeff Woods. From North Forsyth Middle School, Nick Sexton. From Otwell Middle School, Lacey Gooch. From Piney Grove Middle School, Kristen Deuschle. From Riverwatch Middle School, Aaron Graves. From South Forsyth Middle School, Megan Connolly. From Vickery Creek Middle School, Courtney Mallory. From Gateway Academy, Jane Bassler. From Forsyth Central High School, David Johnson. From Lambert High School, Lisa Robinson. From North Forsyth High School, Judy Austin. From South Forsyth High School, Carrie Paulson. And from West Forsyth High School, Ken Rockline. Please join me in congratulating these excellent 2014 Forsyth County Schools Teachers of the Year. Now we would like to share a short video spotlighting our 3 finalists.
The Coming Forsyth County Chamber of Commerce, Forsyth County Schools, and Northside Hospital Forsyth are proud to present a celebration of excellence. Julie Otten, 5th grade teacher at Silver City Elementary.
I've taught for 23 years. I've taught in both public and private schools. I am a product of a teacher who changed my life by inspiring me to go above and beyond. And that's why I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy seeing my students being successful.
Miss Otten is an awesome teacher because she always has confidence in me and she teaches me in ways that are easy to learn.
I believe as educators we are facing a most challenging time in the school systems, and we need several characteristics to help us to do this job. First of all, I think we need to be diligent and deliberate. We need to be diligent in knowing our students and deliberate in learning, teaching them and helping them to learn in a way that is uniquely theirs. I spend a lot of my time in the summer looking through data so that I can get to know the weaknesses and the strengths of my children, and that kind of stirs a burning in my stomach to just be successful. Another characteristic we need is collaboration. While I'm receiving this award myself, this is in no way anything I did by myself. I work for a school system that is very, very supportive. I have administrators that drive me to go above and beyond. I work with a wonderful group of educators who are collaborative, and we all work together because we all take responsibility for all children. I also believe we have to be compassionate. We have to look at the children through the lens of what they can be and not through the lens of their circumstances. Yes, to motivate my students, I find that the best thing I can do is make them successful. Many of the children I work with have never been successful before, but when they get a taste of success, they are driven to take that back to their classroom, back to their home, and they're driven to be better and better students and individuals.
Kristen Deuschle, Media Specialist at Piney Grove Middle.
There's a lot of things that I feel have contributed to me being such a happy teacher. The first thing is that I love to joke with the kids and to have fun and to show them that learning doesn't have to be boring, doesn't have to be stressful, that it can be exciting. And also the other thing that has really helped me become a good teacher is the people that I work with. My coworkers are a blessing to me. My principal, Terry North, has believed in me and has allowed me to be creative and to do the things that I like to do to help the entire Piney Grove community. And also my parapro, Melissa Sharpley, she is my right hand. She's the other half of my brain, and without her, I could not do this job.
What makes Miss Deuschle a great teacher is that she's really helpful with like all the kids and in her classes, and she's really funny and nice, and she works with the kids really well.
Learning is so fun, and learning new things doesn't have to be boring, doesn't have to be a textbook. As a teacher, it's my job to instill that excitement, that love of learning, and hopefully that will create some lifelong learners. This is Cooper Deuschle, and he is the therapy dog here at Piney Grove Middle. I adopted Cooper less than a year ago, and he just seemed like such a wonderful dog that I took him to get training to become a certified therapy dog. He now comes to Piney Grove every Friday, and he works with our special needs kids to just give them some love and some calmness and some support. And he also works with kids that are feeling sad or just need a little bit of love.
Lisa Robinson, Spanish teacher at Lambert High.
I come from a family of teachers, and I found that I was often tutoring people and teaching, and people would often say to me, you'd be a great teacher, and I took a teaching job and loved it, and I've been doing it now for over 20 years. I think that kids know that I really care about what's going on in their lives and what they're all about, and I really care about my subject area. I teach Spanish, and I want them not just to learn Spanish, but I want them to embrace the culture and to love it and to make it part of their lives.
Mrs. Robinson is a great teacher because of the passion she brings to her students. She always encourages us to do better every day with Spanish, and she wants us to connect with what we're learning. She doesn't want us just to learn, she wants us to want Spanish to impact our lives. That's why I think she's a great teacher.
I'm really passionate about what I do and about Spanish and just about learning languages in general. And I think I'm also passionate about learning. And I feel like I learn new things every day, and my students teach me new things. And I hope that I communicate that to them, and then they go on in their lives. And I'm in touch with lots of my students throughout their lives and their adulthood, and it's been fun to see how they've gone on and just become great, wonderful people in their adulthood.
Again, it was such an honor to go around and visit all the classrooms of our finalists and to see their world, and they were gracious enough to allow us in. I was really bummed out I didn't get to meet the dog. But to go to Piney Grove and to see so many friends and to watch the Media Center as it awoke, and as did Lisa's class and as did Julie's class. Julie, I wanted to look in that etched mirror that she has in her classroom. It was wonderful. Anyway, so would our three finalists please join me on stage when I call your name? You may return to your seats after you receive your award. The 2014 Elementary School Teacher of the Year, Julie Otten from Silver City Elementary. The 2014 Middle School Teacher of the Year, Kristen Deuschle from Piney Grove. The 2014 High School Teacher of the Year, Lisa Robinson from Lambert High. Please join me in congratulating our three Teacher of the Year finalists. I would like to introduce Darla Light, Chairperson of the Forsyth County Board of Education, for the announcement of the 2014 Forsyth County Teacher of the Year.
It's truly an honor to introduce the Forsyth County Schools 2014 Teacher of the Year. The following is from their essay. The most amazing things happen when a teacher strives to make connections with others. Positive connections with parents can cultivate a mutual respect and trust so that true teamwork can be accomplished. Personal connections with students can help produce a caring and safe learning environment unlike any other. Collaboration with colleagues enhance student success by giving teachers the time to brainstorm about how to help each student make connections with the curriculum. Most days I feel like I'm riding a unicycle while simultaneously spinning plates on a stick in one hand and juggling cats with the other. Some things may need to be put on the back burner, but I never put off conversing with students. My reward as a teacher is watching students get excited about learning. When my goal of creating a safe, innovative, and individualized learning environment is actualized, the satisfaction is beyond compare. My students are my motivators, my evaluators, and my greatest champions. They help me become a better teacher every single day. Please join me in congratulating Kristen Deuschle, the 2013-14 Teacher of the Year.
I'm an asthmatic, so that's okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I am humbled beyond belief to be standing in front of all of you who embody what it means to be such dynamic members of our community. My fellow educators are perfect examples of what exceptional teachers should be and can be. So thank you so much for this amazing award. It really, really means the world to me. Thank you so much. You know, I didn't realize until about the age of 40 that I'm weird. As you can see on the video, I introduced Cooper Deuschle. Some may say weirder than most. I sing all the time. Sorry, Melissa. I talk to myself. And I love trying to get the media students to come on in and think that I can only check out books on every other Thursday during a full moon. They don't usually believe me, but it's so much fun trying. Being weird is wonderful. Acknowledging the weirdness in myself has finally allowed me to accept myself the way that I am. It's given me self-confidence and a zest for life. You know, my high school French teacher, Monsieur Munn, he was a really strange guy. He spoke in a completely monotone voice every day that as an adult I realized was completely put on. He would come in every morning and say, "Bonjour, class." And we would répéter in the same dull voice, "Bonjour, Monsieur Munn," thinking we were utterly hilarious. But the thing is, Monsieur Munn had us hooked. We were interested in his class. We talked about his class after school. We gathered together at friends' houses to speak French. We even wrote a French rap, which I will say a little now for you. Wiki, 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 oui, c'est ça. Jacqueline est là. Est-ce que tu déjeunes avec moi? Thank you. You know, thanks to Monsieur Munn, I could waltz into any cafe in Paris and say, une saucisse frite et un verre de vin rouge, s'il vous plaît. Thank you, Monsieur Munn. They wouldn't have any idea what I was talking about, but I could do that. When I moved to Georgia in 1998, I was really, really nervous. I had been teaching elementary school up till then, and they hired me to teach 6th grade science. I had no idea how I would relate to 11-year-olds. And then I thought back to Monsieur Munn, my other wacky teachers, and realized it was time to go to Funky Town. So on the very first day of school, I walked into my class and explained to my students that science is all about observation. In order to be good in science, they needed to learn how to use all of their senses to observe. So I told them to take out their science notebooks and prepare to write down everything that they could see, hear, or smell as I did a demonstration for them. I began to place all different cream-colored candles, shapes and sizes, all over the lab table. The students began writing feverishly. They totally thought this was a piece of cake. I began to light each candle. I held it up and showed them the beauty of the flame, the sound that the match made as I struck it, and even the acrid smoke wafting around the room. As I held up the final candle, I said, for example, do you see how the flame flickers back and forth? Do you see how, oh, and I ate that candle. You should have seen the looks of their faces. They were scared, they were freaked out, and they were absolutely mesmerized as I walked up and down the aisle, crunching loudly and muttering about how I was so hungry. Out of the stunned silence, an awestruck voice said, how did you do that? I got them. They were hooked. I explained that it was their job to find out how I did that. They could ask their friends. They could ask their parents. They could check the internet. And the great thing about it is they could get the answer wrong as long as they had ideas to back it up. Because when they did that, they were doing science. No matter what, they were doing science. The next morning before class started, dozens of students stopped me in the hallway and told me they were absolutely positive they knew how I had done that, and they couldn't wait to get to class to find out. We had an awesome class discussion that day. We talked about observations, variables, and theories. They had no idea we were doing that. At the end of the class, I showed them my trick. You want to know how I did it? I took a raw potato that I had cut using an apple corer and dipped in lemon juice to prevent browning. I placed the tube on the table, and then I took a little paring knife and cut an X in the top. I took a little wick that I had carved out of a peanut, stuck that in the top, and lit it, held it up for all of them to see. You know, not a single student guessed the correct answer that year, but they were white chocolate, all kinds of great ideas. But they were so excited about science. They had taken that step into Funky Town with me, and it was amazing. I am passionate about giving students the opportunity to be their own special kind of weird. Being weird is not bad. Look at me. Weirdness is individuality. Weirdness is creativity. Weirdness allows students to play with the information rather than just memorizing it. So forget drill and kill. Forget multiple choice. Allow your students to be weird. I want to thank everyone in my life who has nurtured my eccentricities and believed in me. I would not be this strange and successful without you. Thank you for honoring the funky girl that lives inside of me. It feels amazing. Thank you.
This is always such an exciting event as we have the opportunity to recognize educators who are making a difference. Before we close, there are at least 3 people who have not been recognized today that I'm going to pause and make sure that we recognize. First of all, our longtime friend, former Superintendent Paula Gall. Paula, will you stand? Been a part of our school system, and in the years that she's not been with us, she's continued to support us. So Paula, thank you for continuing to be with us in supporting the work of Forsyth County Schools, because we're enjoying today many of the things that you and your colleagues contributed to and made happen. So thank you very much. 2 people who also made today happen. Judy Jenkins, would you kind of slide slightly forward? And Jennifer Ferraccio. Jennifer, I don't put their names in this thing hoping that I'll forget, but nonetheless, all of the arrangements and all the things that have been done today are the result of their hard work. Now, I'm not sure that the flowers are edible as Ms. Deuschle's candle was, but if you would like to try on your way out, we encourage you to do so. We do thank you for joining us in today's celebration. Celebration of great teaching, but also celebration of our partners in education, of our parent leaders, and all of our teachers of the year. We thank our sponsors who have been part of our program. We couldn't do things like this if it were not for you. We are proud of our schools, we're proud of our students, and we didn't get here alone. This has been a team effort. You are all components of the equation. Our stellar school system is the direct result of the strong beliefs and firm commitment that each of you have made. I ask you and encourage you in the years to come, continue making that strong commitment and encouragement. We will be a stronger Forsyth the stronger we make education in our community. God bless each of you. We look forward to seeing you at our next event. Drive safely and have a great weekend.
I'm an asthmatic, so that's okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I am humbled beyond belief to be standing in front of all of you who embody what it means to be such dynamic members of our community. My fellow educators are perfect examples of what exceptional teachers should be and can be. So thank you so much for this amazing award. It really, really means the world to me. Thank you so much. You know, I didn't realize until about the age of 40 that I'm weird. As you can see on the video, I introduced Cooper Deuschle. Some may say weirder than most. I sing all the time. Sorry, Melissa. I talk to myself. And I love trying to get the media students to come on in and think that I can only check out books on every other Thursday during a full moon. They don't usually believe me, but it's so much fun trying. Being weird is wonderful. Acknowledging the weirdness in myself has finally allowed me to accept myself the way that I am. It's given me self-confidence and a zest for life. You know, my high school French teacher, Monsieur Munn, he was a really strange guy. He spoke in a completely monotone voice every day that as an adult I realized was completely put on. He would come in every morning and say, "Bonjour, class." And we would répéter in the same dull voice, "Bonjour, Monsieur Munn," thinking we were utterly hilarious. But the thing is, Monsieur Munn had us hooked. We were interested in his class. We talked about his class after school. We gathered together at friends' house to speak French. We even wrote a French rap, which I will say a little now for you. Wiki, 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 oui, c'est ça, Jacqueline est là. Est-ce que tu déjeunes avec moi? Thank you. You know, thanks to Monsieur Munn, I could waltz into any cafe in Paris and say, une saucisse frite et un verre de vin rouge, s'il vous plaît. Thank you, Monsieur Munn. They wouldn't have any idea what I was talking about, but I could do that. When I moved to Georgia in 1998, I was really, really nervous. I had been teaching elementary school up till then, and they hired me to teach 6th grade science. I had no idea how I would relate to 11-year-olds. And then I thought back to Monsieur Munn, my other wacky teachers, and realized it was time to go to Funky Town. So on the very first day of school, I walked into my class and explained to my students that science is all about observation. In order to be good in science, they needed to learn how to use all of their senses to observe. So I told them to take out their science notebooks and prepare to write down everything that they could see, hear, or smell as I did a demonstration for them. I began to place all different cream-colored candles, shapes and sizes, all over the lab table. The students began writing feverishly. They totally thought this was a piece of cake. I began to light each candle. I held it up and showed them the beauty of the flame, the sound that the match made as I struck it, and even the acrid smoke wafting around the room. As I held up the final candle, I said, for example, do you see how the flame flickers back and forth? Do you see how, oh, and I ate that candle. You should have seen the looks on their faces. They were scared, they were freaked out, and they were absolutely mesmerized as I walked up and down the aisle, crunching loudly and muttering about how I was so hungry. Out of the stunned silence, an awestruck voice said, how did you do that? I got them. They were hooked. I explained that it was their job to find out how I did that. They could ask their friends. They could ask their parents. They could check the internet. And the great thing about it is they could get the answer wrong as long as they had ideas to back it up. Because when they did that, they were, doing science. No matter what, they were doing science. The next morning before class started, dozens of students stopped me in the hallway and told me they were absolutely positive they knew how I had done that, and they couldn't wait to get to class to find out. We had an awesome class discussion that day. We talked about observations, variables, and theories. They had no idea we were doing that. At the end of the class, I showed them my trick. You want to know how I did it? I took a raw potato that I had cut using an apple corer and dipped in lemon juice to prevent browning. I placed the tube on the table, and then I took a little paring knife and cut an X in the top. I took a little wick that I had carved out of a peanut, stuck that in the top, and lit it, held it up for all of them to see. You know, not a single student guessed the correct answer that year, but they were white chocolate, all kinds of great ideas. But they were so excited about science. They had taken that step into Funky Town with me, and it was amazing. I am passionate about giving students the opportunity to be their own special kind of weird. Being weird is not bad. Look at me. Weirdness is individuality. Weirdness is creativity. Weirdness allows students to play with the information rather than just memorizing it. So forget drill and kill. Forget multiple choice. Allow your students to be weird. I want to thank everyone in my life who has nurtured my eccentricities and believed in me. I would not be this strange and successful without you. Thank you for honoring the funky girl that lives inside of me. It feels amazing. Thank you.
This is always such an exciting event as we have the opportunity to recognize educators who are making a difference. Before we close, there are at least 3 people who have not been recognized today that I'm going to pause and make sure that we recognize. First of all, our longtime friend, former Superintendent Paula Gall. Paula, will you stand? Been a part of our school system, and in the years that she's not been with us, she's continued to support us. So Paula, thank you for continuing to be with us and support the work of Forsyth County Schools, because we're enjoying today many of the things that you and your colleagues contributed to and made happen. So thank you very much. 2 people who also made today happen. Judy Jenkins, would you kind of slide slightly forward? And Jennifer Caracciolo. Jennifer, I don't put their names in this thing hoping that I'll forget, but nonetheless, all of the arrangements and all the things that have been done today are the result of their hard work. Now, I'm not sure that the flowers are edible as Ms. Deuschle's candle was, but if you would like to try on your way out, we encourage you to do so. We do thank you for joining us in today's celebration. Celebration of great teaching, but also celebration of our partners in education, of our parent leaders, and all of our teachers of the year. We thank our sponsors who have been part of our program we couldn't do things like this if it were not for you. We are proud of our schools, we're proud of our students, and we didn't get here alone. This has been a team effort. You are all components of the equation. Our stellar school system is the direct result of the strong beliefs and firm commitment that each of you have made. I ask you and encourage you in the years to come, continue making that strong commitment and encouragement. We will be a stronger Forsyth the stronger we make education in our community. God bless each of you. We look forward to seeing you at our next event. Drive safely and have a great weekend.